What's good with it? I'm Taurin, and I'm about to fix my motherfucking upper hose for my G37, bro. Cause if a nigga like me could fix that shit and save myself $650 from going to like a dealer to go fix that shit, then you can too, bro. Currently, I'm on the way to O'Reilly. I'm almost there, and I'm gonna get these parts and shit, and then I'm gonna get into it. So I done made it to O'Reilly. This is the spot I used to work at for real, so I know they're gonna get me right, helping me find the shit I need to look for. I'm finna go ahead, get in there, get my shit, and then head back to the crib. Shout out my nigga Amen in the gang, bro. They got me right with the prices and shit. So, shit, $30. You already know, coolant hose, coolant clamp, all that stuff. So, finna buy this, head to the crib. So I'm back at the crib. Got the G right here. I'd advise, if your hydraulics is fucked up on your hood, you don't want your head crushed like a fucking melon, use a plank so that way that bitch won't go nowhere. Make sure you got a toolbox, you got all your shit in there, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna need an oil pan. Shout out to my neighbor Mr. James for giving me this for real. Let me borrow it. You're gonna need the proper, you know, coolant hose. Gonna need some pliers if you don't got like a clamp remover, and a ratchet, my bad. And then get you some hose clamps. Preferably I use these because you just use a flathead and screw them in. Make sure it fits the diameter and shit. Mine is like 1 5/16. That boy's great. 1 5/16 inch, and then you'll be straight. So luckily and unluckily, I got a few coolant drops right there and there, if you can see it. So I'm gonna put the oil pan under there. That's where it's like primarily gonna be coming from. I'm gonna start at the bottom of the hose, and also luckily all my coolant had came out whenever I got to the crib. So really the new coolant I put in is what is what's in here. And then you'll just need something to drain the coolant if you got all your coolant in here. That's where this comes in handy. You'll use that. Yeah, we'll get to the next part. As you can see, I had taped this up with some quick fix, basically, to try to fix that shit.
Boy, if you don't get...
I wasn't feeling too safe about it, so I said fuck that. So you need to pull this and then pull that right there and you'll be straight. I got the oil pan under there. You can't really see it, but it's like right there. So that way, whenever I let this go, it's gonna catch it. So I'm gonna take this part out, and then after that, boom. And then if it's not enough space, I will take out this intake. This cabin, like this air filter right here. I'm gonna unscrew this and then pull this out, and then we should be Gucci. So this is in the way a little bit, so I'm taking this out so that way I can get easier access to take this part off with these. You need an oil pan, or at least a drain pan, because it's leaking, as you can see. I took this part off and I got this part off. So down there is where all the coolant is coming out and stuff like that. I'm just kind of kicking it in spot. It's good to start at this spot if you don't have like a pump or nothing, so that way all your coolant can basically drain out that bitch. So I got the one part off, I got this I'm taking off too, and then I'm gonna do this part now, and after that it's gonna be time to replace. As you can see, I got this old one out right here, the hose clamp on it. See, this is where I taped it up, all this extra shit. And if I line these up, they're exactly the same, so that's why you make sure you get the right one. This whole part is out. I'm gonna clean some of this gunk up off of here if I can. Let this finish running out of the current coolant it has in it. I don't have a pump to get this out of there, you know what I'm saying? I don't have nothing to get that out. There's nothing in there anyway. It's really coming from right here. As you can see, it's a consistent flow right now, so when it gets down to little drip drops, I know it's fully out of there. And then get some of this cleaned up and shit. But while I'm waiting, I'm gonna go ahead, prepare to put this on and shit. So based off of that tape, I know exactly how it needs to go in. It needs to go in like this. It needs to go in like that. So yeah, I'm gonna take some of this coolant and wipe the inside of this because it's super dry, or you can get soap and water, basically, so that way when you slide this on there, it's not hard to you know, try to manhandle it on there. So I'm gonna do that for sure. So I got this all on there, soap and water right here. I cleaned it up some because it looked like the Grinch literally blew his load all on my car, bro. So I'm using this. I'm gonna try to do this with one hand. All you gotta do, you see this, you just get a flat head and you just screw it, and then as you're turning it, it gets tighter on there. So tighten it a little bit before you fully put it on there on the hose, so that way whenever you slide it over there, it's easy to just screw it the rest of the way on. But yep, you do it like that. And I'm gonna get this one side done about right here. I'm gonna put it right there, get it tightened. I'm gonna put this spot on there and then put part of my intake back in there again how it was, and then I'm gonna put some coolant and then we're gonna start it up. I got the new shit clamped on right here. Bro, I'm gonna put this intake back on, and then after I finish that, we should be good. I'm gonna let it run a little bit, put some more coolant in there, and then yeah. So I got the coolant back at the max. I think I got enough right here, and after that, putting that intake back in like I said, and then we should be good. Last part, all you gotta do is start the car up, put your heat on high, and let it bleed out. There's some in there right there, as you can see, and after that you'll be all done. Put the intake back in. I got this in nice and secure with both clamps, and yeah, we Gucci. Right now I got it on. It's bleeding up in there. You'll see some bubbles and shit whenever it starts. Really just do this for 10 minutes and then you straight. That's how you change your shit. That's how you basically change out your upper, you know what I'm saying, upper coolant hose and stuff without having to pay $650. Shit, I only paid $30 for this shit.